Captain Alex Reed stared at the alien delegation on the view screen of the United Earth ship Defiance. Their translucent skin rippled with bioluminescent patterns that the ship's AI interpreted as condescension. The Vorn, as they called themselves, had established dominance over 12 species across 3 star systems, demanding resources and obedience. Earth was meant to be the 13th. Your species will comply, stated the lead Vorn diplomat, whose name translated roughly to wave. We are technologically superior in every way. Resistance would be costly and futile. Reed exchanged glances with Commander James Wilson, his second in command. The two had served together for 15 years, surviving the Mars colony crisis and the Europa incident. Neither man was impressed by threats, alien or otherwise. I'll relay your message to Earth Command, Reed replied evenly, though I should warn you, humans have a particular distaste for ultimatums. The communication ended, and Reed turned to his crew. 20 faces looked back at him, representing the best of humanity's space forces. Each had been selected for their exceptional abilities and psychological resilience. They're testing us, said Linda Brown, the ship's tactical officer. Her dark eyes narrowed as she analyzed the Vorn vessel specifications. Their weapons are impressive, but their shield configurations suggest vulnerabilities we could exploit. Wilson nodded. Their strategy is predictable. They've encountered little resistance from other species who lacked our military history. They expect capitulation. Reed paced the bridge, considering their options. Earth was technologically advanced but still new to interstellar politics. The Vorn had conquered other worlds through intimidation rather than outright warfare, establishing tributary relationships that slowly drained planets of resources and autonomy. We need more information, Reed decided. Tom, prepare a reconnaissance drone. Linda, work with engineering to develop countermeasures against their weapon systems. James, contact Earth Command. Make it clear that while we're maintaining diplomatic channels, we're not rolling over. Earth's response came within hours. Maintain peaceful engagement while gathering intelligence, but under no circumstances submit to Vorn demands. The message ended with a simple directive. Humanity stands united. Over the next 3 weeks, Reed's crew worked tirelessly. They discovered that 2 of the Vorn-subjugated species, the methodical Trell and the artistic Callow, were growing increasingly restive under Vorn rule. Both had advanced technologies in specific areas that complemented human capabilities. They're using classic divide-and-conquer tactics, explained Dr. Marcus Lee, the ship's xenanthropologist. The Vorn deliberately prevent communication between subject species, spreading misinformation about each to prevent alliances. Reed saw an opportunity. Then our first move is obvious. We break their information control. Using advanced stealth technology, the Defiance dispatched communication drones to both the Trell and Callow homeworlds. The messages were simple. Earth refused the Vorn ultimatum and invited representatives to discuss mutual defense. The Vorn response was swift and predictable. Their flagship, a massive dreadnought named Subjugator, appeared at the edge of Earth's solar system. Final warning, Wave announced. Submit or face demonstration of our power. We have selected your Mars colony for this purpose. Reed had anticipated this move. As the Vorn vessel approached Mars, it encountered a defense network that hadn't existed 3 weeks earlier, a joint human-Trell-Callow development combining Earth's adaptive algorithms, Trell sensor technology, and Callow energy manipulation. The Vorn attack faltered against unexpected resistance. For the first time in their expansion history, they faced not just one defiant species, but a coalition. You've made a tactical error, Reed informed Wave during their next communication. Humans have a long history of uniting against bullies, and we've just helped your other victims realize they can do the same. Wave's skin flashed patterns of alarm. This changes nothing. We have conquered dozens of worlds. Your resistance merely delays the inevitable. Reed leaned forward. Perhaps you should study human history more carefully. We've faced inevitable defeat many times. The thing about humans is, we don't accept it. The conflict escalated over the following days. The Vorn deployed additional vessels, but each encountered sophisticated opposition. Meanwhile, representatives from 4 more subjugated species reached out to the Earth-Trell-Callow alliance. The turning point came when the Alliance forces disabled, rather than destroyed, a Vorn patrol ship, boarding it and accessing its central database. The information revealed that the Vorn Empire was far less stable than they projected. Resources were dwindling, internal conflicts were growing, and their technological advantage had been largely static for decades. Reed presented this intelligence during an open broadcast to all species in the region. The Vorn aren't invincible, he declared. They're opportunists who target isolated worlds and rule through fear. But fear only works when you feel alone, and none of us are alone anymore. Wave demanded an immediate private channel with Reed. You cannot comprehend what you've done, the Vorn diplomat hissed. Thousands of years of order, destroyed by your primitive defiance. Reed shook his head. Not destroyed, transformed. We're offering the Vorn a place in a cooperative alliance, but as equals, not overlords. Bullying isn't sustainable. The Vorn leadership initially rejected this proposal, but as more species joined the alliance and their control slipped, a younger faction within Vorn society gained influence. These progressives saw the benefits of genuine cooperation over parasitic dominance. 6 months after their first encounter, Reed stood on the bridge of the Defiance as representatives from 14 species, including a contingent of young Vorn, signed the Mutual Development Accord. A historic day, Wilson remarked, standing beside his captain. Reed nodded. Humans may have catalyzed this change, but we didn't do it alone. We just reminded everyone of something universal. Nobody accepts bullies forever. In the observation lounge afterward, as delegates mingled, Wave approached Reed. I still do not fully understand how this happened, the Vorn admitted. Reed smiled. That's simple. Bullies rely on isolation and fear. Humans specialize in connection and hope. In the end, hope is simply more sustainable.